Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. The new season is officially here. This week, we can unlock the Lamborghini Aventador Ultimae. This month is the Cars and Coffee update. So if you go all the way to the end of the highway, this roundabout is now the Cars and Coffee meetup. There's this really cool, like, little coffee shop where you can pull up to the window. There's a really cool photo booth in there. That is so cool. I love the look of that. You can park up in all of the parking spots with your friends, take some cool photos, go on cool cruises. Developers, do not remove that from the game. People have complained about this game's map feeling empty. At least leave things like this in it, because this is awesome. Photo, and we should be done. You want me to get closer? What if I didn't want to get that close? That's cool. No, I see. I get it. The Lamborghini Aventador Ultimae is officially unlocked. The final Lamborghini Aventador ever made. We've got 770 horsepower. If you ask Lamborghini how much horsepower this has, they will say 769. This wouldn't be an AR12 video without any fun facts about the last Lamborghini Aventador ever made. This is the end, the swan song, the last ever Lamborghini naturally aspirated V12, and that is disappointing. If you've ever been around one of these Lambos in real life, there's nothing else like them. There is no other car on the market that when you stand next to it shakes your internal organs because the engine is so visceral and raw. We're gonna miss the Lamborghini V12. Chat, 100% you guys are correct when you say there are too many Lamborghini Aventadors out there. If you had to guess, how many different Lamborghini Aventador variants do you think there are? Maybe like 7, 8? Golden says 15. There are 21 different models of Lamborghini Aventador. They made more different versions of the Lamborghini Aventador than they did Lamborghini Sesto Elementos in total. It is easier to pick your starter Pokemon than it is to pick what Lamborghini Aventador model you want. It was lovely having you around, Lamborghini Aventador, and you will be thoroughly missed. I absolutely love these cars. We don't have any body kits for this thing. We do have the racing V12 engine swap, but to be quite honest, I don't know why you would swap to that. Not a chance am I making it. Making it rear wheel drive actually makes the PI go up. We're gonna start off fairly normal and we'll get faster and faster as we go on. So, yo, the front splitter actually looks very nice. That's very nice. The race tow hook also doesn't look bad. It's even like aggressively pointed on there. What if I start today with a try-hard S1 class build? It was going really well until that rear wing. Let's downgrade the tires a little bit. Let's go for the rally tires. That's going to give us more PI room to later then do some other upgrades we want. Like, I can go for thicker rear tires. Rear tires on an Aventador are 355. We do actually have some engine spacers, which look very nice. I like it. One of the main things we definitely need to do on the Aventador is upgrade the transmission. The transmission was one of, like, the worst parts. One of the worst and also one of the best parts about these cars. They only had a single clutch. Every time you wanted to shift gears, it was like you were getting punched in the back of the head. It was so violent. I'm gonna upgrade the transmission to a race transmission and then upgrade the drive shaft and upgrade the differential. All this to say, daily driving a Lamborghini Aventador isn't really a great idea. I only knew one guy who had a Lamborghini Aventador. That was his fun weekend car. His daily was a Mazda CX-5. Lambos are usually quite big and heavy, so let's go for that. That should be good. Maybe I just go and get some thicker tires. Perfect. There we go. How many of you out there would daily a Mazda CX-5 if you could have a weekend Lamborghini Aventador? Every single person watching this. And if you say no, I hate to break it to you, you're lying. Both great cars, just, you know, for very different reasons. The paint color here that we've got, I think is like the fancy paint color with like the little red trim in it. We can go orange, very Lambo. Purple is very cool. Not a fan of that. Lamborghini sells this car in like a matte gray. How much do you think it costs you to paint this thing matte gray from the factory? $20,000. Paint group number 1 for the car, that's the main body of the car. Paint group number 2 is going to be the lower trim and the lower wing mirror and the engine cover. And then paint group number 3 is the little bit of trim in the grill down at the bottom there. Oh, and the little bits on the back diffuser. Someone in chat says the underwater edition doesn't make any sense. Do you want me to explain to you what the underwater edition is? Anyways, let's give this thing a go with our new upgrade, top of S1 class, a realistic sort of try-hard build. We'll see if it's any good. As I was saying before, this was the final Lamborghini Aventador that Lamborghini ever made. They only made 600 of these things. I guess it was right at the end of 2021, Lamborghini closed the production line of the Lamborghini Aventador and shipped off the cars to their future buyers. Anyways, Lamborghini is owned by Volkswagen, so a lot of the cars first got shipped up to Germany, where they got put on a boat with a bunch of Bentleys, Porsches, and Volkswagen cars. That boat was then set off to go to the United States, where they would then get reunited with their future owner. The boat left the port in Germany and was like making its way over to America. As the boat went past Portugal, the boat caught on fire. How do I say this without getting sued? Allegedly, the fire broke out and then caught electric cars on fire. And if you've watched the Grand Tour before, you can't put out an electric car fire just by putting water on it. That generally just makes it worse. So the fire on the boat was burning for a week. All of these electric cars were catching on fire and just burning continuously. All of that continuous fire basically made the boat unstable. So the crew abandoned ship and the boat sunk with 4,000 Volkswagen Group cars on it. The estimated loss was over $400 million of cars on board. And 15 of those cars were Lamborghini Aventador Ultimae. If you want to look it up for yourself, it's called the Felicity Ace, I think it's called. It sunk in 2022. There are 15 Lamborghini Aventador Ultimaes and like a bunch of Porsches and Volkswagens and Bentleys. I think they're about 9,000 feet underwater off the coast of Portugal. Get a really long fishing line. Yeah, really long fishing line. I completely forgot to mention the cars we were driving around just then, but it drove really nice, huh? Usually one of my big complaints with these Lambos is they usually do feel pretty heavy and kind of understeer and not that great to race. But that was awesome. I just remembered that clip of that guy off-road rally racing, that Lamborghini Gallardo from a couple of years ago. And that's given me a horrible idea. I'm gonna go for the racing V12 off-road race tires. I'm gonna make a Lamborghini Sturato, but faster. Basically, what I'm doing is making the Lamborghini Sturato, but for rich people. I've officially offended all the Lamborghini Sturato owners. Imagine owning a Lamborghini Sturato and then getting told you're poor by a Twitch streamer. Yikes. Anyways, let's throw some twin turbos on this thing. The reason I decided to go for this engine is because it weighs less than the regular V12. Hopefully that will help me when we're actually off-roading. 1,000 horsepower in this thing. We're 100 pounds lighter. This is gonna be great. Lamborghini Aventador Ultimae Sturato. Oh my god, I've just noticed in this weather, you can see... Hold on. Boys, I just need to have a Lamborghini simp moment. Oh my god. So one of the things you can do in real life is you can get optional extras to give you those carbon fiber like engine bracing things. I don't even want to know how much those cost extra, but probably a lot. We're apparently racing a bunch of Pagani Zondas here, huh? Basically what we've established is this car has more in optional extras, or like costs more in optional extras than probably 99% of cars on the road. This has been kind of a meme video, right? We've kind of gone in with no expectations, but this Lamborghini continues to deliver. I wouldn't go as far as saying I recommend taking this thing online, but it's a really, really nice car. Its ability to change directions, it's lightweight. Even our new V12 that we've got in it is just... it's just good. I wasn't expecting something that drives this. Oh, we've also left the AI behind. Aventador on top, the true king. Oh my god. And it's getting air. The upgrades that we did to that, lovely. Now we're gonna go and make our car significantly worse. This engine, actually, this engine is almost maxed out. Which one of our V12s can build more horsepower? Let me see real quick. This one, 1,200 horsepower, fully maxed out. Okay, let me just quickly see what the stock engine can build in terms of power. Toss the twin turbos on. I want to see what a fully maxed out Ultimae can do as a proper track car. 1,153. So you're telling me the stock engine for this car is not only less powerful, but also heavier? What happened to the OG Lamborghini Aventador from the old Forza Horizon game where you could build 1,500 horsepower in? Why are the twin turbos on this thing so useless? Somebody says it's for emissions. That's joke of the day, sir. All right, well, I guess we're gonna go with the modified V12, fully upgraded. One of my straight up favorite cars in Forza Horizon 4 was the Lamborghini Aventador. I guess it was the Forza edition or Horizon edition. I don't know what they called them back then. But that car could build 1,900 horsepower. It was the most powerful Lamborghini Aventador that we've ever had in a Forza game. Fast forward to today where we're saying goodbye to the Lamborghini Aventador with the last V12, and it's a fraction of what we used to be able to do. And I think, honestly, that just makes this even worse. My pink Lamborghini Aventador from Forza Horizon 4, 1,900 horsepower. This feels like such a neutered version of that, where if anything, it should be the opposite. We should be saying goodbye to Lamborghini with the ultimate, the best. Some would even call it the Ultimae. This is disappointing. On the bright side, it's lovely to drive. The fact that we are kind of down on power means that the car is going to be more manageable, and it's really nice to drive. But let me ask you, what do you want? Do you want a car that's really nice to drive, or the ability to make it really cool because it has 1,900 horsepower? This car will be forgotten. The Forza edition won't be. It's so nice to drive, but it doesn't make up for the fact that we can't have enough power. Let's wrap this up like we always do. Let's go take our Lamborghini drifting. Do I want to go all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive for the Aventador? Since this Lamborghini has been so serious, maybe we let it have a bit of fun. Let it go rear-wheel drive. Not going for points, not going to be a tryhard. Just have some fun. Oh, the anti-lag in the V12 is going to be a bit crazy. Okay, here we go. Lambo, I have no expectations for you. I just want to enjoy the final Aventador down the side of a mountain. The only downside with this drift car is the tires I've got on it are probably a bit on the wide side, so it's got probably too much grip than it really should have. But it's still a nice car to drive. Lamborghinis will and will always have a special place in my heart. And the fact that we're saying goodbye to the naturally aspirated V12 is quite sad. Were they some of the best cars ever made? No. Were they some of the coolest? Absolutely. There is a reason Lamborghinis are my favorite supercars out there. It's because they don't make any sense. There is no reason to drive one of these, but it's because Lamborghini is so cool. As cool as this Ultimae is, this might be a hot take, I think the SVJ is the true king of the Aventador lineup. Don't get me wrong, this is a great car, but the SVJ is better. Can we get one final salute for the Aventador? Goodbye.